this video, we will guide you through exactly how to create and add an animated PNGTuber avatar in OBS Studio. If you find this useful, then please consider subscribing and liking the video. A PNGTuber is an animated avatar that moves and reacts to your voice while you are streaming. It has become popular with streamers and content creators because it adds personality and visual interest to your broadcast without requiring you to be on camera yourself. Whether you are a gamer, musician, or any kind of streamer, an animated avatar can elevate your stream significantly. The process involves three main steps: creating your avatar, setting up the animation software, and then integrating it to OBS. So let's get started. First, we are going to create your avatar. You will need 4 different versions of the same character, each with different mouth and eye expression. The 4 expressions that you need are open mouth with open eyes, closed mouth with open eyes, closed mouth with closed eyes, and open mouth with closed eyes. These 4 versions will make your avatar appear to talk and blink naturally. To create an avatar, just go ahead and go to any browser to your liking, and then in the search bar, just go ahead and search for PicCrew and then press enter. After that, just go to the official website for PicCrew and you'll see the terms of use. Let's go ahead and read through them and then click on agree and pay. After that, you can just go ahead and close this, and now you can select your language by just going to the top and selecting English. So after that, your page will reload, and then here you can see different character that you can customize. So you can just go ahead and click on see more, and then sometimes you may get ads. You just have to click on close, and here you can scroll down and then just go ahead and click on another page if that's what you want, and then select any character that you want to customize. Or you can also use the search bar at the top. So let's say I want to go with something like male. I'm just gonna go ahead and press enter. Now you can just scroll through the option. So let's say I want to go with this particular option. I'll just go ahead and click on it. Now you will see a pop-up explaining the scope of use. This is important to understand before you proceed. PicCrew allows you to use the avatar you create under different conditions depending on your need. For personal, non-commercial streaming, you fall under the personal and non-commercial category, which means you can create, download, and use the avatar for a stream without any issue. The key thing to remember is that you can use the image for streaming and personal purpose, and you can share it on social media through their SNS share function. There are also commercial and processing options available if you need them for other purpose, but for streaming purpose, you are just covered under non-commercial license. So just go ahead and click on OK to proceed, and after that, just go ahead and click on play, and now you will land in this interface. Here you will see a variety of options spread across different categories. You can adjust the things like ear size, skin color, nose shape, size, etc. So first, let's start with the skin color. So just go ahead and select the first option, and this particular avatar only has one ear, so we cannot customize it. So to change the skin color, just go ahead and click on the skin color that you want to change to, and then you can get the customization option. So let's say I want to go with this particular color because it looks more natural than this one. So after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to another option, which is for nose. Here you can select any nose to your liking. So let's say I want to go with this particular nose, or I think this looks better, so I'm just gonna go ahead in this one. Let's go to the third option, which is mouth. Here you can select any mouth to your liking. So let's say I want to go with mouth like this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and select that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and select this particular mouth. After that, let's go to another option, which is for eye color. You can just go ahead and select any eye color to your liking. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it at default, and then you can use this particular slider to slide across. Now let's choose our eye. So I think our eye looks good, so make sure you set the same eye to left and right so it looks more natural. So let's go to the eye shape. Here you can choose any shape that you want. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with default one, and then you can choose the pupil color also from here. So you can see you can customize it from here. So let's say I want to go with this one. I'll just go ahead and select it, and now I'll just drag it, and then here is the option for eyebrow. Just go ahead and select any eyebrow to your liking, and there are options for hairs also. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish customizing it. Here you can also add bangs. So just go ahead and go with the options that you prefer, and you can also add goggles or a mask. So let's say I want to apply mask. I'll just go ahead and this one. But as for me, we are making a talking PNGTuber. So I'm just gonna go ahead and deselect, and then let's say I want to add some earrings. So I'm just go ahead and select the earrings just like so. You can also choose scarves if you want. So I'm just gonna leave it at default, and let's say I want to change the dress. I'm just gonna go ahead and select all the dress just like so, and it will be successfully changed. Now here is the critical part of this process. You will need 4 separate versions of the exact same avatar with different facial expression. This is what gives your avatar the ability to appear lifelike when it animates. So let's start with the first expression, which is open mouth and open eyes. So first, let's go ahead and go to the mouth section, which is going to be this particular section. and then here choose open mouth. You can just go ahead and choose any open mouth to your liking. So let's say I want to go with this open mouth. I'll just go ahead and select it, and then the eyes should also be opened. So this should look like your avatar is actively speaking. Once you're happy with how it looks, you can just go ahead and click on finish, and then just go ahead and click on save image. And now you can see it has been successfully downloaded. So just go ahead and go to your downloads folder, and then once you're in a downloads, you can just go ahead and rename it to something like open mouth open eyes. After that, you can just go ahead and save it inside a different folder. So let's say I want to create a new folder. I'm just gonna go ahead and create a new, and then name it something like PNGTuber, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and press Ctrl and X to cut and go inside the PNGTuber folder and press Ctrl V to save it. So now let's recustomize. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on create a new one, and now from here, so now for the second time, the expression are closed mouth with open eyes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to mouth and then close the mouth just like so. And now the eyes are open, so we are good to go. So just go ahead and click on finish and wait for it to finish. And now you can just go ahead and click on save. And you can see it has been successfully downloaded. So we will go to our download folder once again, and then rename it to closed mouth open eyes, and then press enter, and then press Ctrl X to cut and organize it inside the folder and paste it inside. And after that, you can just go ahead and go back and create a new one once again, and then just close the ads. And now the third version is going to be closed mouth and closed eyes. So as mouth is already closed, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my eyes and then select the closed eye version, which you can see here. So let's say I want to go with this particular version. After that, just go ahead and click on finish and just wait for it to complete, and then click on save image, and it will be saved. Just go to your download folder once again and rename it to closed mouth and closed eyes. After that, I'm just gonna go ahead and move it inside the PNGTuber once again. And for the final one, I'm just gonna go ahead and click on create a new one. And sometimes you may have to watch ads, so just go ahead and watch the ads. So the last version is going to be open mouth and closed eyes. So now the eyes are closed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my mouth and select the mouth that we added earlier, and then click on finish. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on save image. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my download folder and then rename it to open mouth closed eyes, and then move it inside the PNGTuber folder. With all of your 4 avatar PNG created, it's time to set up the animation software. So just go ahead and open a new tab, and then just go ahead and search for GuideRealm mini, and then press enter. Just go to the official website for it, and then from here scroll down and click on download for free. And after that, you'll see it will ask for $5, but you can just go ahead and click on no thanks. Just stick with your download and select your download option, which in my case is Windows. So now you can see it has started downloading. So I'm just gonna wait for it to finish, and once finished, you can just go ahead and go to your downloads folder and then just go ahead and extract it. Now after the extraction is complete, you can just go ahead and double click on the GuideRealm mini, and now it will successfully open. Now when you hover your mouse over it, you can see it is detecting my microphone and then opening its mouth when I'm speaking. You can also increase the threshold, so when you only scream very loud, then only your avatar speaks, or if you want it to be more dynamic, you can just decrease the threshold just like so, and then it will successfully start mimicking your style. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set it to my liking, and you can choose your microphone settings, and you can just go ahead and click on microphone settings and then select your microphone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and select my microphone, and after that, just go to display settings, and then from here, make sure the background is set to transparent if you want to add it as an overlay. After that, you can also use the sliders to avatar offset X or Y. So I'm just gonna leave it to something at this point, and then configure the option to your liking. And now you can see it is successfully transparent. So here you'll see option. So let's add our custom image that we created. So here it is saying closed mouth image. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on it, and then here choose to replace image. Now navigate to the folder that we created earlier. So as it was closed mouth open eyes, I'm just gonna go ahead and select it and click on open. And now the second option is open mouth image. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on it and choose to replace image. So it is going to be open mouth open eyes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and select it and click on open. And now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click on closed mouth. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on it and choose to replace image, and select closed mouth closed eyes, and then click on open. And now for the final option is going to be open mouth blinking image. So I'm just gonna go ahead and replace it and click on open. And now you can see it is looking much more dynamic. Now let's add it inside of OBS. So just go ahead and open your OBS and navigate to the scene where you want to add your overlay, and go to the sources for that particular scene, and then click on the plus icon, and then here just go ahead and select game capture. You can name it anything. So let's say I want to go with something like PNGTuber, and then press enter. And then here make sure all out transparency is selected, and click on the drop down and select capture specific window. And from here click on the drop down and here select GuideRealm mini, and then click on OK. And now you can see our character has successfully appeared. You can configure it to anywhere that you want. So let's say I want it somewhere around here, and you can see it is now perfectly mimicking my voice, and it is reacting with my voice, and its mouth and eyes are all working naturally. Always make sure that your application is running in the background while you are streaming. If you close the application, OBS will lose the capture immediately and your avatar will disappear from your stream.